This is the book of Isaiah, chapter 13, and verse 6. Holy, for the day of the Lord is at hand. It shall come as a destruction from the Almighty. Therefore shall all hands be faint, and every man's heart shall melt, giving all praises, all honor, and all glory unto Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahushai, Bahasham Kakodash. Double honors to the elders and the apostles of great names for not doing well, and salutation to the brothers around the altars, appreciating the word and truth and sincerity, and to the accords and the husband, listening and willing in severity. Shalom, shalom, shalom. Right, the day of the Lord is at hand. Jacob's trouble is about to come to pass. The signs are being shown. The signs are being fulfilled. The prophecies are being fulfilled. Right, as we can see here in the Caribbean, what is going on is tensions rising high with Maduro, who is basically the president of Venezuela, and Donald Trump, Trump, right? Is basically war on the brewing, right? Because he is a very big dictator, Maduro, right? Because you could see he is beefing up his defense, as I say, fortifying in the scripture. He's fortifying his defense, saying that not no one, but America can just invade just like that, right? But what basically Trump is stating, right? They ain't there to invade, right? The facade, they say they're not there to invade. They just there to stop the drug trafficking and the cruel rule of these drug cartels and this gang. I forget the gang they speak about, right? But we know, as we were seeing earlier yesterday in the works, right? This could be the start of famine of the world, also famine of bread, right? Because what's going to happen, where these ships going to pass when they're coming into the ports here in Trinidad, where they're going to pass, and it has something called the Grand Bocas, right? Because we as fishermen, even people who in Trinidad will know also where these ships and we passing is basically close to Venezuela right there, right? And here in Trinidad, we depend a lot on imports. A lot of our goods are imported. I remember also a time when Dr. Keith Rowley, the former Prime Minister of Trinidad and Tobago, right? He was saying that you will have to start a plan to the one thing now, because time is going to get hard. We're looking forward to hard times ahead, right? And we need to give him wrong, because when the time come, when that hour come, when the day of the Lord started, it's really going to be hard time. When Jacob's trouble started, it's going to be hard times, right? The scripture say that the heart is going to melt, right? Knowing, because it also say perilous times, right? Let's see if I get it also, right? The scripture talk about perilous times, and we know perilous, when you go down into the word perilous, right, go back into full of risky day, full of danger, right? So we know in that time it's going to be full of danger. We know in that time it's going to be very, very dreadful, right? Now this is the book of 2 Timothy. Let's see if I get it quick. 2 Timothy 3 and verse 1. And it says, "This know also, that in the last days perilous times shall come." Right? Perilous time. It's going to be a time of death, mourning, famine, destruction, war. Right? So it's coming soon. It's coming soon to a city near you. It is coming. And it will not tarry. The scripture says, do it tarry in Habakkuk. Right? Do it tarry, to wait for it, because it shall not tarry, it will surely come. Right? So all these things that the Lord say, all these things, all these prophecies in the Old to the New Testament, right? It have to come to pass. It must come to pass, right? Because the Lord said, "Do worry, because all these things can come to pass, and then shall the end come." So all these things have to happen first, right? So we knowing what the signs of the times is, right? We knowing that this conflict here with America and Venezuela, it could lead to even worse things here, especially for us here in Trinidad, this little island who you all like to see. It's like who you all like to see God is at Trinity. Well, you will see how much at Trinity God is. You will see how much at Trinity God is, how much at Trinidadian God is, but he is not. Right? Don't feel this because he prolonging the times for Trinidad to be fucked up, that it's not going to happen. It will happen. Because when the day of the Lord hits, everybody around the world is going to feel it. Everybody will know it's going to be a whole different aura to the four corners of the earth. Right? I'm going to piece up here. This is the book of Joel, chapter 1, and verse 15. And it says, "Alas, for the day of the Lord is at alas, for the day of the Lord is at hand, and as a destruction from the Almighty shall it come." Right? It's going to come, because the Lord is saving up all his anger for all his times, right? Because remember, the sins of the people, our people, is going up to the Lord's nostril. Even these wicked heathens also, right? The wicked things that these heathens do, and the Lord not delighting in it. He hates it. So the time is going to come when you're going to say, put your foot down, right? Especially to these wicked heathens and what they have been doing as people. As it said in 2nd Ezra, that he ain't going to prolong the destruction anymore. And two-thirds of Israel also, he basically fed up of you wicked jakes, who that's not going to get right, who that's going to be a stick for the fire. Because the time is going to come where he will cast forth his judgment on you all. And that will be the final judgment. Because you should say, why should he be stricken more and more? He will just be revolt more. He will just revolt more and more. So the Lord is just gonna destroy you all. He gonna give you all no more licks again. He's just gonna kill you all wicked jakes, and bring you all back in the right mindset. Joel 2:1. It says, "Blow ye a trumpet in Zion, sound an alarm in my holy mountain. Let the inhabitants of the land tremble before the word of Yahweh Shai, because it will happen. For the day of the Lord cometh, for it is nigh at hand." It is nigh at hand. It's looking far to some people, but it is close. We can see the destruction of America, aka Babylon. We can see thermonuclear fire being dispersed to the sky straight to that wicked city. We can see these things, right? Because look how fast the economy is just going down and going down and going down. It's like nothing getting easier. Everything getting more expensive. Everything getting harder and harder and harder. Right? So we feel going to be these wicked heathens whole agenda when they see these things happen. When they see the things happening, when they're causing it and putting it into pass. Because they are the ones who doing these things. They are the ones who making these things happen, who causing forced farming, right? Who right? Who the ones who causing forced farming, the ones who doing all these things in the face of it. I say here in let's get cook. Right? This is the book. Book of Micah chapter 2 and verse 1, and it says, "Woe to them that devise iniquity and work evil upon their beds, Right? This is what they're doing. This is what they're doing to the four corners of the earth. It says, when the morning is light, they practice it because it is in the power of their hands. Right? They have the power to do it. With the same wisdom as Solomon, let our strength be the law of justice. Right? So they writing all these laws. They put in these laws and legislation into play. Right? And these wicked jakes and these other heathens also have to follow by it. And even unrighteous decrees, which I say, woe be unto them who decree unrighteous decrees. This is what these wicked heathens is Edomite, this pale skin, right? This pale skin wicked heathen. This is what they are doing. They are the ones who put in all these wars into play just to make the money. As we say, all wars are bankers' wars. Right? They are the ones when that war start, what's going to happen? It come like basically they start the famine. What's happening in Gaza right now? Since 2023. Right? Since 2023 is basically malnourishment. These kids and the people are being malnourished. Right? It's famine in the land, and that is a forced famine. The cause and these things. All of them is of the same lineage. They might say different countries, and here this one from America, this one from Russia, this one from Sweden, this one from Jewish, but they have the same blood. Right? Verse 2, it says, they covered fields and take them by violence. They take them by violence and houses, and take them away. So they oppress a man and his house, even a man and his heritage. And this is what they're doing. This is what they've been doing throughout these years. Because this is basically part of the war tactics. This is basically part of the agenda. They are accustomed doing these things. They delight in doing these things. They will slit your throat and drink your blood and smile. And say, I drink the blood of the saint. I drink the blood of an Israelite. I'm fairly getting younger. I feel younger now. The feeling the basically is a lot of them is doing these things. Doing organ transplant and the stuff. Taking out the organs of jakes. Just to live a little longer. But yet still, they're still going to die because it's flesh. It's flesh, it's perishable. Verse 3, it says, therefore thus saith the Lord, behold, I am against this family, do I devise an evil. Right? The Lord have a plan. The scripture say, let's have the paraphrasing it. He say he set a trap for them, a snare he set for them. Right? And they will be taken in that snare. When he called forth all the other nations to come against him, the Lord is like, he make them boost up the pride. They boost up with pride right now. So when they feel like they're going to continue being on top, no, you will be surely destroyed. It says, continuing, behold, I am against this family, do I devise an evil from which ye shall not remove your necks, neither shall ye go haughtily, for this time is evil. Right? The Lord is not going to make you all get away. You can't escape from your Hashem Yahushai. We should just say it's a fearful thing to fall in the hands of the Most High. Right? The Lord's name is fearful among the heathens. The heathens fear his name because they know what he can do. And they see it firsthand when it comes to judgment and the Lord judging these wicked heathens. Right? But you jakes now, it's like you know you are Hashem Yahushai. Which should I say that Israel had not known me? Did they even consider? Right? They don't even consider you the Lord of the Bible. The real power of the Bible. You are saying to pray to Sheshbaz and all these other gods who killed in Mary. Right? You all are totally off. Right? But don't worry. When the time comes, you will get all your mind right. You will surely get all your mind right. You will gonna realize every single thing, brothers, around the artists are preaching this word, this likewise doctrine, right, to the four corners of the youth, GMS, and the affiliate camps, who pushing these things to go and say, and then would they know that a prophet had been among them. What's coming? It's Yahushai coming with to destroy this place, right? That is what's coming. And if you don't fear now, then I'm sorry to say something wrong. Because you need to fear Yahweh Shai. Fear the Lord. With the fear of the Lord is the scripture speak about the fear of the Lord. You understand? That's how you get it. That's the beginning. It's just the beginning. Right? If you fear the Lord again, obey his commandments. If you love the Lord again, do what he tell you to do. Right? Because this is coming soon. It is nigh at hand. This people say, redemption draweth nigh to the elect, to the Lord's chosen, but the destruction draweth nigh to the heathens. Well, basically, the education of Esau, Edom's queendom, right? Destruction draweth nigh upon America, aka Babylon. And these heathens is going to get what? They're going to be put into subjection. And there's not no if, no but, no maybe. So if you all want to continue trusting in Egypt, trusting in Pharaoh, Nero Trump, pick up one paper and as like you all want to follow against him, you all want to go against him. Just imagine that. Let's put up here. Ooh, yeah, I just came in and I was gonna bring out these F now one, but I gotta bring out this one time. Right? Habakkuk 2 and verse 2, the verse 3, because I was speaking about it earlier on. Right? For the vision is yet for appointed time, but at the end it shall speak, and it shall not lie. Do it tarry, wait for it, because it will not tarry. Yeah, because it will surely come, it will not tarry. Right? So every single thing that we have been speaking, it will happen, it will come. It ain't gonna take long. Lord say you're gonna make a short work. Right? So you're cutting it short in righteousness. So we have nothing to worry about. We just have to seek our salvation with fear and trembling. Fuck about the rest. That's what we have to do. Go full for Yahweh Shai. Go full the 100 for Yahweh Shai. Because what Yahweh Shai did for us, he went full the 100 for us, for all of us. Right? So we have to do now. We have to follow his footsteps. We have to know, we have to continue going with him. Right? We're going to start scripture here. This book of Zephaniah, chapter 1 and verse 7. Verse 7. Right, the book of Zephaniah, chapter 1, start at verse 7, and it says, Hold thy peace at the presence of the Lord, for the day of the Lord is at hand. For the Lord had prepared a sacrifice. He had bid his guests, right? And what sacrifice is that? That sacrifice in Bozrah we Lord speak about. Remember that sacrifice in Bozrah we Lord speak about? What is going to happen? America is going to be blown with thermonuclear fire, right? So the time is going to come with all these wicked heathens who dare, they're going to be burned up. And don't feel they go and hide in a bunker and be saved. No. God will make sure. He will make sure. Because what the scripture say, tell them to empty the arrows right? Lego all the nuclear missiles, Lego everything. Those space none, right? How are you gonna survive that? 200 million nuclear warheads, 200 million warheads, come on. That is a lot. Right, continuing. The Lord had prepared a sacrifice. He had bid his guests, and it shall come to pass in the day of the Lord's sacrifice that I will punish the princes and the king's children and all such as be clothed with a strange apparel. Right, so only 2/3 who don't have only wedding garment, and all the kings, basically going back to the rulers of this earth, which is Esau, Edom, right, they will be destroyed. They will surely be destroyed. The Lord is going to come back to accomplish these things, right? If you are not seeing the memo, if you're not getting the memo right now, I'm sorry to say, then you're doomed. If you're not getting the memo at all, if you don't get it, then hard luck, right? Because we see a lot of people around the four corners of the earth, they basically acknowledging that the prophecies are coming to pass. You're seeing all these things happening to the four corners, they're believing in it. And especially the heathens also. I had to highlight this because if the heathens could believe in this, what is a Jake? What is a Israelite brother or sister? Let's bring this last precept here. Checking verse 15 and verse 14, and says, Woe to the world and them that dwell therein, for the sword and the destruction draweth nigh, and one people shall stand up and fight against another, and swords in their hands. Right? So that time is coming. That time is coming. Wars. You already get the rumors of wars. It's already happening right now. It's wars. And looking like our next one looking to stir up here in the Caribbean. Right? Continue verse 16. It says, For there shall be sedition among men, and invading one another. Invade one another, they shall not regard the kings nor princes, and the course of the action shall stand in power. Right? Basically showing this is the next purge to happen. This is real life purge to happen. It ain't no movie. This ain't no movie. This is real life. This is real. Wherever you see it happen in the scriptures, here it will come to pass. This is just like the script. I think it's had the manuscript before the movie had been acted. This is the way it is here right now. This is the manuscript for everybody to play the role, and that's exactly what's going to happen. It's just showing you know what is about to happen. Right? With that, I just want to give all praises, all honor, and all glory unto Yahweh, Bahasham Yahushai, Bahasham Kakodash, the honors, the elders, and the process of greatness to whom that do well, and salutation to the like around the others, the opportunities, food, interest, and sincerity. Shalom, shalom, shalom.